Hello, this is the TradeSite Forex Market Preview and the International Economic Data Roadmap for the week beginning Sunday the 2nd of August, ending Friday the 7th of August, 2020. Hope you had a good trading week. Here's a look at the dollar index. Didn't do much, actually closed about where it started the week. Did dip a little lower, but came back, and that's about it. Let's look at the daily charts of the various pairs. So we got the euro dollar. It's the same thing, it's the inverse of the dollar index, as it usually is. The pound dollar went higher, actually closed higher on the week, so that's that. The Aussie dollar, nothing at all. Oops, sorry, nothing at all there. The New Zealand or the euro yen, we did go up a bit based on one day's action. Pound yen went higher. Pound Swiss, not really anything there. The New Zealand dollar pair, nothing at all. Dead flat, waste of time. All right, let's take a look at the intra-week action. So here's what we got. High to low for the week is only well, it's 250 pips on the euro dollar, which isn't bad, but all that action was really Monday and then Friday, Thursday night into Friday. The rest of the week was dead flat. Pound dollar high to low for the week was more like 350, almost 400 pips, and it was kind of consistent. There was some movement there, so we made a little money there, and that's it. Let's take a look at the intraday action, or I'm sorry, the economic data for the week ahead. So we've got Sunday, nothing that matters. Remember, these are all Eastern times. So Monday, M3 money supply, private loans. Durable goods orders at 8:30 a.m. Here in the U.S., SPPI out of Japan Monday night. We're already into Tuesday, so not much there. Spanish unemployment rate, CBI realized sales, S&P housing price index at 9 a.m. Eastern time on Tuesday. Fed announcement. I'm not even sure what that is. We already had the Fed announcement last week. Look at that. Richmond manufacturing index at 9:59. 9:59. That should be 10. Interesting. Consumer confidence at 10. BRC shop price index from the UK. CPI out of Australia. Going to Wednesday, German import prices, Credit Suisse economic expectations, UK's money supply and mortgage approvals, net lending to individuals, goods trade balance here in the US at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time on Wednesday, preliminary wholesale inventories, pending home sales at 10, crude oil inventories at 10:30. I know why this is going on. I'm in the wrong week. Sorry. Reset. Sorry, that's weird. It usually skips forward by this time. Okay. AIG Manufacturing Index out of Australia. Preliminary GDP out of Japan. Final Manufacturing PMI out of Japan. MI Inflation Gauge out of Australia. Caxton Manufacturing PMI out of China. Going into Monday. CPI out of Switzerland. Spanish Manufacturing PMI. Manufacturing PMI out of Switzerland. Italian, French, German. Final broad European Manufacturing PMI and the crude and the UK one at 4:30 a.m. Canada's on a bank holiday to start the week. We've got final manufacturing PMI here in the U.S., ISM manufacturing PMI here in the U.S., construction spending, ISM manufacturing PMI twice. Oh, prices here in the U.S. Wards total vehicle sales, total loan officer survey, Tokyo core CPI, monetary base. Australia's got their trade balance and retail sales numbers. 10-year bond auction out of Japan. Going into Tuesday, Australia's got their rate announcement at 12:30 a.m. Eastern time. SECO Consumer Climate out of Switzerland, Australia's Commodity Price Index, French government budget balance, Spanish unemployment change, PPI out of Europe at 5 a.m. Eastern Time. Canada's got their manufacturing PMI number. Factory orders out of the U.S. along with TIP IBD economic optimism number at 10 a.m. GDT price index out of New Zealand, AIG construction index out of Australia, employment change out of New Zealand, unemployment rate out of New Zealand, labor cost index out of New Zealand, Caxton services PMI out of China. Europe's got their Spanish, Italian, French, German, broad European, and UK final services PMI numbers going into Wednesday. 10-year bond auction out of the UK. ADP non-farm employment change here in the U.S. at 8:15 a.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday. Trade balance out of the U.S. and Canada at 8:30. That is one of our big three each month. So we will be half size ahead of that. Final services PMI here in the U.S. at 9:45. ISM non-manufacturing PMI. Crude oil inventories here in the U.S. Inflation expectations out of New Zealand. German factory orders out of Germany, obviously. Bank of England financial stability report. We got the FPC meeting minutes out of the UK. FPC statement out of the UK. Italian industrial production. Construction PMI out of the UK. Spanish 10-year bond auction. French 10-year bond auction. We got the rate announcement out of the Bank of England at 7 a.m. Eastern Time on Thursday. Challenger job cuts here in the U.S. The weekly initial and continuing jobless claims numbers at 8:30. Fed member Kaplan speaks at 10 a.m. Natty Gas at 10:30. AIG Services Index at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Average cash earnings and household spending at 7:30. Australia's got their rate announcement at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday. Trade balance out of China. Now we're into Friday. Leading indicators out of Japan, German industrial production and trade balance, French industrial production and preliminary private payrolls and their trade balance, Swiss foreign currency reserves, Halifax HPI, Italian trade balance. And then on Friday, the big stuff, unemployment rate here and in Canada, along with our NFP numbers. Those will be half size ahead of that. And then Canada's IVPMI and the final wholesale inventories number, 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday. We've got the consumer credit. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading week in Forex.